Is there something about females that you wanted to know but could never figure out? Are you struggling with relationships? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by the women in your life? Do you want to know how to leverage the playing field to your favor? Well, did you know that the female mind and the female psyche are mysterious and unexplored regions like the dark web of the internet? For this reason, men need a method of decrypting or hacking the manipulative psyche or dark web of the female mind. Once a man has a deep understanding of true female nature, he will then be able to hack her programming.
Access granted.
The purpose of this book is to help grown males evolve into men so that they can treat the women in their lives accordingly.
You win.
So go ahead, Red Pill, and then we go Ike, and we out.
No doubt, man. Real quick on the the type of chicks you like. The way I look at that is, we all can't like the same chicks. I mean, that's why I like my circle. My circle, we don't like the same chicks. So when it comes to a group of chicks, we already know. I already know you about to talk to this chick. You already know that's me right there. So anyway, to each his own. But to piggyback off of that, going back to manhood, one of the things I learned pretty recently, like within the past few years, is that I used to think that the opposite of being brave is to be a coward. But come to find out, the antonym to the word brave is conformity. So you conforming to society, you conforming to the trend, you conforming to what every other male is doing. That's not manhood. Like we said, like you got to stand on who you are. One of the things I one of the messages on my channel for the young males who want to become men, and the men too, is to get to know yourself, because I emphasize to know yourself is to know thy God. I mean, because when dudes ask me, oh, what's the first thing I should say to a chick when I meet her? Or if I meet this type of chick, yo, bro, if you know who you are, it don't matter. You're going to be you in every single situation. You're going to adapt. You're going to calibrate. But the bottom line is your foundation is going to still be the same person that you are. But a lot of males have this problem because they don't know who they are. They're too busy on their phone, watching TV, watching porn. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw that in there. Watching porn. You know what I'm saying? So dudes got to know themselves, stop conforming, be brave. Be brave enough to be yourself, who you are, who you know you're supposed to be. Another thing I don't think we mentioned, but I'll just say real quick, when it comes to manhood, understand manhood is a balance of masculine energy and feminine energy. You know what I mean? People be thinking manhood is just masculine. Boom, boom, boom. Real quick. Shout out to Alpha Villains. I got a shirt on, Restoring Order, masculine. So y'all check out Alpha Villains, man. Cop his merch.
That's my bro. That's my bro.
Yeah. There's a balance in manhood of masculine and femininity. It's not equal. Your masculine energy and your feminine energy is not equal, but it's balanced. And just to give a real quick example, and I said this today at my job. I just gave the example. I was talking to a dude, like, a lot of dudes have too much masculinity. For example, a man can express his feminine side from his style, just from his style. For example, when I said that, and there's this guy at my job, he was in the military, so let's just say he's ultra masculine, and he even jumped in and said, "Yeah, man, I only have black, white, beige. That's all I wear, bro." Like this dude, and shout out to Warren B. Pimp God, man. He's the one that gave me this example of how pimps, they in touch with their feminine side. That's why they can wear the audacious and gaudy stuff. A masculine guy is like, oh no, I ain't wearing pink, or I ain't wearing purple. So I just say that not to get too much into it. Manhood is a balance, of masculine energy, feminine energy. Another example of feminine energy, not just style, but empathy. A guy having empathy for somebody. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with having empathy for or sympathy for another person. Where a masculine person, like, man, F that person. That's So be a balanced person. And the last thing I say with manhood, travel, bro. Travel. Why I say that? You think that the world is like this, whatever your city is, whatever your state is, whatever coast you on. But then you go to another coast and you realize, like, oh wow, that's a little different. Like, just a quick example, like the first time I left the Northeast and went to Florida, I saw a palm tree. I was like, what is that? Like, nobody ever. So I say that to say, like, going out the traveling will open your mind. And I know you guys like to talk about women and dating and all that. Well, I'll just say this about traveling. Once you travel outside the country, it'll help your game out because it'll be more natural. You know what I mean? Like you're dealing with a different culture. You're dealing with, you know what I mean, different music, just different atmosphere anywhere. So what I tell dudes is, if you think you got game in America, take your game outside the country and really see what type of game you really got. You know what I mean? And the last thing I say when it comes to manhood is the fact that, you know, I've counseled people. You know, I emphasize that men need to know themselves, need to become the best version of themselves. But what I kept running into is that dudes always had questions about women. So I say that to say I have a book called Hacker, True Female Nature 101. Y'all definitely need to go check it out. Again, just one thing about Hacker, it's not about dating. It's about females. That means it's talking about your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, your sister, your daughter, the chick at the cash register, the lawyer, the doctor, the nurse, all them. Once you get, and the reason I wrote is not to be a millionaire, but I feel that if men had a certain understanding of women and knowing that female nature is neither good nor bad, it is just what it is, then they could take that block out their mind and focus on themselves and definitely become the best version of themselves. Because as we all know on this panel, once you become the best version of yourselves, you don't even have to chase women anymore.
Yeah, man. When you take away the leverage of the bottom, I'm telling you, and I say that a lot. When you pull the leverage from a woman's bottom, meaning that has no value to you, then everything else falls right in line the way it needs to be. You know what I'm saying?
Got to be able to tell have a chick come over and be able to tell her, yeah, we ain't having sex tonight.
I'm a Tupperware dude too. You need to come over here with some Tupperware, man. I need something prepared. You know what I mean? If I say bring me something to eat, if I say bring me something to eat, I need Arizona. I need something cooked in that Tupperware. Let's get that started.
Yes,
but I know it's been a long time since you spoke, but I wanted to give you your platform too, man, because I got a lot of respect for you, brother, and I got a lot of respect for what you do, how you carry yourself, the way you represent yourself, bro. You're articulate. Even returning my emails, man, it was like everything was sharp, bro. So I give you high praise because that goes a long way with image and the brand. And I tell all my brothers, protect this brand. And you do a very, very good job of that, man. So let everybody know what you're about, how to reach you, how to contact you, man, and stuff like that.
100%. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You can find my music. Music is one of the things I do. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the chat. If you go ahead and type in We Are Soul Rising, that's SOL Rising, like the sun rising, the Spanish sun, soul. It's right there. You type it in Google, it shows up in Spotify, iTunes, and all that other kind of stuff. You can also find my YouTube channel by just typing my name, Ike Ogiamian, right? Same thing on Instagram, so on and so forth. As a matter of fact, you put my name on Google, everything should show up, right? So Prometheus Engineering is my other channel. If there's anybody, right, that's kind of like into that engineering thing, it's also the name of my company. I run an engineering company called Prometheus Engineering, and I make videos there as well. Check out Prometheus Engineering if for whatever reason you want to get into engineering concepts, right? For any young person out there thinking about what do engineers do, like structural engineering, so on and so forth, right? So, oh really? I see.
Yeah, he just graduated yesterday. So shout out to my big son. Yeah, what I mean, we out here representing, baby. You know what I mean?
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that, y'all. But go ahead, Ike. I would definitely send them your way, man. Yep.
Nice. Well, thank you very much. So Prometheus Engineering, Ike Ogiamian, type in We Are Soul Rising on Google. You know, check out my music. You know, it's all free. It's out there. I'm recording some new stuff over the year. We're gonna be dropping a new album pretty soon. On the topic, I think that we need to remember, okay, that life is a use it or lose it proposition. It's something I like to say all the time. What does that mean? That means that basically, if you do not stress your bones, what happens? You all know what happens. It atrophies. It dies. If you don't stress your muscles, what happens? It dies. Your immune system, if it doesn't get attacked and stressed, what happens? It dies. Same thing with your brain cells, your skills, your relationships. As a matter of fact, the entire ecosystem operates that way. It operates under a system of stresses. In other words, we're not this thing where you're like, oh, just put it in bubble wrap and keep it safe. Okay? We're the opposite of that. We're something. Imagine you have a box, right? And you put a human being in it, right? There's one box where you put champagne flutes in it and you say, don't shake this box, right? If you put a human being or any biological organism in it, imagine you put it in a box and you say, please shake this box. Please stress this box. Please toss it around. Otherwise, it'll die. What does that mean? That means if you're not moving into the fear as a man, if you're not moving into a place where you're like, oh, do I really belong in this room? Will I be able to deliver on this project? Can I really do this thing? If you're not moving into the place where you're uncomfortable, then you're going backwards. I don't make the rules. That's how the universe is. Okay, even the physical universe itself operates under that law of entropy, which we all know, which means things just tend to go to disorder, right? You can't stay put. There's no such thing as staying put. You're staying put, you're actually going backwards. So even just to stay put, you got to keep on rowing, because the universe is just like this backwards flowing river. I didn't make up the rules, okay? Everything I said, everybody agrees with, right? In terms of your bones, your muscles, and so on and so forth, right? So the same thing with all your skills and your psyche itself. You want to be uncomfortable. That's how you keep on progressing, right? That's how you keep on. And don't focus on, oh, the big goal that is out there. Just keep on making, okay, well, what's the next thing I can do today to stress myself a little bit more, to push that envelope a little bit more? And that's how you do it.
Is there something about females that you wanted to know but could never figure out? Are you struggling with relationships? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by the women in your life? Do you want to know how to leverage the playing field to your favor? Well, did you know that the female mind and the female psyche are mysterious and unexplored regions like the dark web of the internet? For this reason, men need a method of decrypting or hacking the manipulative psyche or dark web of the female mind. Once a man has a deep understanding of true female nature, he will then be able to hack her programming.
Access granted.
The purpose of this book is to help grown males evolve into men so that they can treat the women in their lives accordingly.
You win.